Hey guys, my name is Josh. I'm a forestry technician from Fleming College, and today I'm going to show you guys how to prevent warping in wood. There's a couple different ways that wood can warp. So we have our bow warping, our crook warping, our kink warping, our cup warping, and a twist warping. So bow warping is basically when the wood warps along the length of the face of the wood here. So right across here, they'll be warping. This style of warping is a crook, also known as a wane. It runs along the side here of the piece of wood. The kink warp is basically when you have a knot in the piece of wood here, and the wood just completely kinks straight over like that. The cup warping actually runs along the width of the face here, so it almost creates a concave in the wood. So it kind of almost goes back and forth like that. So there's a couple different ways we can completely prevent wood from warping. One being, just to start off, where you're drawing your wood, you want almost a completely flat surface where your wood is going to be sitting and drying. You're having your wood from a place like Home Hardware or Home Depot. You want to make sure basically you're getting the best wood you can possibly get, which could be a straight grain wood, little amount of knots, things like that. A good way to keep up to date on the moisture in your wood is by grabbing a moisture meter. You can get these from Home Hardware, Home Depot, somewhere similar to those stores. Once you have your moisture meter, what you want to do is you want to set the moisture meter to the proper species of wood that you're working with. So to ensure that the wood isn't going to warp, you want to start off with a good drying process here. So to start that, I'm just going to start sealing the end pieces of the wood here. By doing that, I'm actually sealing the wood so that the moisture isn't just getting let out of one side of the wood faster than the other. It equalizes the whole moisture drying process going through this wood here. Now, once I have the end pieces sealed, I'm gonna do what's called stickering. So I'm grabbing a couple little pieces of wood here. I'm just gonna place them down, I don't know, about 1.5 to 2 feet away from each other, so that the wood isn't completely, just being pressed on top of each other like that. I have these pieces of wood set out, and I'm going to continue that process with each piece of wood here. So I'm going to keep stickering, and stacking. I don't want any pieces of wood on top of each other. Now, after I have my full pile there, the bottom pieces are going to have a lot more weight on them than the top pieces. I want to make sure that each piece of wood is equally weighed down. So I'm going to take some weights. If I had a bigger stack of wood, I'd be using something like cinder blocks, but I just got books today for a demonstration. So yeah, I just do something similar to that there. When using your moisture meter, you want to make sure that the moisture content is equal to the fiber saturation point. If the moisture content is above the fiber saturation point, the wood is going to really swell on you. So when drawing wood outside, the EMC is usually anywhere from 11 to 12%. That's okay for outside work if you're doing decks, fences, etc. If you're bringing that wood inside, there's a bit of a decrease in EMC, which is about a 4% decrease. So you're going from 11 to 12% to 6 to 8% on interior inside your house. So by bringing that wood in, you want to make sure that wood's sitting there for, I'd say, at least 24 hours myself to be safe. Because of that decrease, you don't want any warpage in your wood. Thanks a lot for listening. I really hope you learned something about properly drying wood to prevent warpage. Thanks.